Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Educate Me 21. Educate, inspire, help, and support. Our goal is to embed and blend creativity, innovation, passion, and entrepreneurship in the traditional educational system. In this podcast, we'll continue on to the next and the final onto the next episodes of the series on creativity and innovation. In the previous episodes, we have learned about the first three steps of creativity and innovation process. The step number one was the observation. That how observation is the key to the creativity process. How observing and monitoring closely everything around you can result in a creative process, and how vital this step is to the creativity. In the second step, the identification of the problem or the need or the desire. In order to be creative and to result into something better or to solve a problem, you need first to identify that what is the problem, what is the need, and what is the desire. And the third step is with experimenting with how to fix the problem. You try and try and try again to fix the problem. You think in options. In this step, you generate a lot of ideas in order to experiment with how to fix the problem and finding the best solution, trying to find the best solution. So in this episode, we will move toward the fourth and fifth steps, which were the asking that either there is a better solution and designing and implementation. Now, both these steps belong to the innovationism, which can be called as the innovationism. Like we have discussed, we have defined that creativity is the generation of the ideas, but actually implementing the creativity, actually putting or converting all the ideas into action is called the process of innovation. So in this episode, we will learn about the innovation, the two steps of the creativity and innovation process, which are that finding, that asking yourself that either there is a better solution exists, and then designing and implementing that solution to solve the problem. Now, we have discussed all the other steps. Now to find that in the innovation step, in the innovationism, when you generate a large number of ideas, experiment with a large number of ideas, you find a solution, you think in options, you get as many choices to find the best solution, and then you start finding that what should be the best idea so that I can solve this problem with the best solution. What can be the best solution? You generate a lot of ideas. You ask yourself, you think, you brainstorm, you generate ideas, and you think that how it is better than others, why it is better than others, and why it will be more effective. You think of a solution, you produce a product, or you give a solution to any problem, or you provide a service. Then in order to implement innovation in it, in order to embed innovation in this process, in order to produce an innovative product out of an idea, you think, you criticize your product, you critically think. Like the key thing is the critical thinking. You criticize your product, that how it is better than others, why it is better than others, and why it will be more effective, and how can I make this much more effective. Like how would we can make this product much better. Like the smart TV services, the rewind facility in smart TV services. There was the cable TV existed. They had the digital channels, HD channels already existed. But what feature has been added into the IPTV services, into the smart TV services, is the rewind facility. That's innovation. Like innovation can be termed as adding the craze or the crisp to something, adding the crisp to something, like the same window but added features with setting control. Different controls have come, and you are finding a solution to block the sun rays entering the room and stop the room from heating due to these sun rays. Then you and also you are facing the power cut at different times. So in order to find an innovative solution, you can produce a product, or you can give a product a window with the added feature in setting control that can be controlled with a remote control and with anything, and the setting can be controlled, adjusted to the light. If there is like clouds outside, then the window can be totally open. If there is more sunlight outside, then the window can be adjusted accordingly. So a new and creative solution is the joy for your customers, and also results in money for you as a business owner, as an innovator, as a product producer, as a service provider. So in order to add the craze to any product, critically criticizing your product, criticizing your solution, that this is the best solution I can give, but how can I make this solution much better? This is the innovation. This is the key to innovation. Now when you criticize your product, criticize your solution, that it can be the best solution, I am providing the best services, but how can I make it much better? And you think of the idea, generate more and more innovative ideas, so you find a solution. Then the next step in the innovation is the design and implementation of the product. If you think only of ideas, then mere an idea and not implemented is nothing. An idea is only can be considered a good idea if it is implemented. So in the fifth step, you need to design and implement the product, design the service, design the product and implement it. So the more innovative the product, the more joy for your customers and the more money for you as a business owner, as a product provider, as a service provider, as a product generator, as a company. So in order to generate a lot of money from your business, in order to become successful businessman, in order to become a successful company, and in order to become to have a successful career, you need to implement all those 5 steps into your daily processes, into your daily routine. You need to be a good observer, a keen observer. You need to monitor things. Then you need to identify the problem, the need or the desire. What is the problem, what is the need, what is the desire. Then you need then to experiment with different solutions, with different ideas. You think of the ideas, think of the choices, think of the alternatives. How can I make it much better? And then you need to be innovative. You have find a solution. It is a better solution. But you need to critically think. You need to criticize your solution. You need to criticize your product. That there can be best solution can be there than the existing one. And then at the last step, you need to design and implement that product, because the more innovative product, the more creative product, the more innovative product, the more joy for your customers and the more successful your business will be. So these are all the 5 steps of the creativity and innovation process. Hopefully you would have learned a lot from this series. So thank you for listening to this podcast, and thank you for listening to this series. Subscribe to our channel for more learnings, because we believe in sharing is caring. Also share our podcast with your loved ones and share your views in comments that how we can make it much better. Stay tuned. May Allah bless you.